Now we're in the money. $250,000 to enter. Some of these players entered for more. Ike Haxton in for $500,000. Daniel Negreanu in for $750,000. As you can see, Daniel on camera there. Action is on Tom Dwan.
I think if Fabian wins, he's going to buy himself some shoes and a pair of pants.
Tom Dwan's done that a couple of times today, changed his mind, but look at this. Fabian Quas has picked up aces.
Raise to 100.
Raises to 100,000. There is Phil Ivey in shot. One of the best players in the world, if not the best player in the world.
Yeah, he's widely considered the best at this point in time. He's been around a long time, and he's won that whole time as well.
He makes the call. Round to Mike McDonald.
I just had a feeling you guys were coming.
And he gets out of the way. So, two players to the flop. Fabian Quas with pocket aces. We're yet to find out what Phil Ivey has. But he's up against a very big hand. The biggest kind of hand pre-flop. And that is a dangerous flop. A king 9-10 flop. Two hearts.
It's not a great looking flop for aces, actually. Against a pre-flop caller.
Both players check. We go to the turn. It is a 6 of hearts.
Now that's an interesting card. It should make Fabian a little bit more comfortable. He has the ace of hearts, so he has the nut flush draw. After the check on the flop from Phil, Fabian probably still likes his hand, but he's going to proceed with a little bit of caution, I think.
Ivey takes a stab, curiously.
I think the best line here for Fabian is to call. I don't think raising in this spot achieves that much.
What kind of hands can Phil Ivey have here? There's so many hands that are possible, obviously, with that kind of texture, but what are you putting him on, Grant?
Well, he has a lot of pairs and straight draws on that flop. King 10-9, you know, King Queen, King Jack.
Well, King anything at this stage because he's got the King of Clubs on the river, and if Phil Ivey has a King...
Even your Queen 10, your Jack 10, you know, they kind of pair and straight draw. If he has a King, Fabian's in a fair amount of trouble.
Ivey's going to make a big bet here. 350,000. Oh, it'd be tough for Fabian to say no here, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, what does Phil have and what is he betting with here? You know, he checks the flop and takes a stab on the turn. He could easily have a King. Like I said, those King, Queen, King, Jack type hands are certainly in his range. And Fabian's just got to think, well, does Phil have a King? And if he has, he's going to fold.
Really taking his time.
And that bet is excellent size too. Really looks like it's for value. Fabian might level himself into making the fold here.
He's really moving around. We haven't seen Fabian this animated. And he lets it go. So we're about to find out what Phil Ivey had. But amazingly, well, there it is. He made the correct fold. He had trips. So a very good fold by Fabian Quas.